can ask you for some advice to be a good host.
That's a great question. I think my best advice to be a great host is to always remember that the star of the show is the game, right? You have to make the game as fun and as exciting for the people that are playing as possible, because as the host, I get to play these games a lot. But for the people that come on this show, this is pretty much the only time they'll ever get to do it. So I just kind of tell myself that it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me too, and it makes it more exciting for me, and it makes the game more fun for everybody. So just keep the games first, and then everything will fall into place and take shape. Everybody will have more and more fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good question. Yes?
I was going to ask you, I'm Estrella from momkatie.com, and I was going to ask you a few simple, fun questions. One of them is, what was your favorite game whenever you were little?
Price is Right was my favorite game.
Price is Right.
You mean my favorite TV game show or my favorite game to play?
A board game.
Oh, my favorite board game, Twister.
Twister. I love that game. I remember whenever I was littler, I would just like pile on top of it.
Yeah, that was the fun part. I used to play with my brother, and my mom would yell at us if we wrestled because I was the older. But if we played Twister and I accidentally slipped on top of him, then I wouldn't get in trouble. So that was fun.
Another question.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color, blue.
My brother loves blue.
Yeah, I purposely wear very dark blue shoes because they look black on TV, but I still get to wear my favorite color. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, one more? Yeah.
Yes. If you got to play on one of these family game night games,
Bop It. You were going to ask me what game would I want to play, right? Yeah, definitely Bop It. Always Bop It. Love that one.
I wanted to play Bop It too.
So much fun. I love it. That's a good question.
I watch it every single day.
Oh,
but our hotel doesn't have network, so I can't watch.
Well, you can watch it when you get back home, though, right?
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah. Yes. Up top.
Do you ever use that the operation?
Oh, Operation? Yeah, we just used it in the show this morning. We played it.
And then you
fun
play
one.
How did you think of all these games?
I didn't think of them. These are all games that have been around in one way, in one form or another for a long time. They're all Hasbro games, you know, like games you keep in your game closet at home. And then we have people like that guy right there in the checkered shirt that just made them really big and fun for TV. That's how.
Why did you want to be a game host?
That's a good question. I think I wanted to be a game show host because I always liked watching guys on TV that got to be on TV for their job but never had to be an actor. I never wanted to be an actor. So I could just come on here and I can play games and give away money to people that I don't even know, and that's my job. That's a pretty cool job.
So then who was your favorite host growing up?
Johnny Carson and Bob Barker were my two favorite hosts. Those were the guys that showed me that there was a hosting world. And then when I started kind of veering into games, it was Bob Barker and Richard Dawson and Gene Rayburn and the guys that just really put a lot of personality into it. And you could tell that the way they were on camera was the way they were off. And I really liked that. I thought that was a real art form that I wanted to pursue. Yes?
How long have you been a game show host?
I hosted, my first game show was a show called Hollywood Showdown, and that was in 1999. And that's when I knew that I had found my calling. And then after that, I hosted a show called Whammy, The New Pressure Luck, which is where I really just, there was no turning back after that. That was my, you know, I was deep in the cookie jar by that time. Yes?
What was your favorite game on the show?
On the show that we just watched?
Yeah.
Well, I think Jenga was pretty exciting. I mean, we came down to a 3/10 of it, like less than a second. I can't even snap that fast. That's how much time was left. That makes it really exciting.
I love Jenga.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I heard that there's a new game, Life, where you're in a car and like, I was gonna ask you, how many times have y'all played that?
Well, Life was a different show. It was its own show. So we didn't play the game of Life on Family Game Night.
Oh, I just on the thingy. I just clicked like game shows, and then I found that.
Oh
And I
yeah, no,
thought it
that was a whole separate game.
That's weren't she hosting it still?
No, Frank Nicotero hosted that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did 15 of those.
Uh-huh.
15 episodes. Yeah, 15 episodes of that show that they still air. And it does really well. We were actually almost put it on Family Game Night. We just couldn't figure out a way to do it easily
Quickly,
on
yeah.
this set. Because the set for that and the set for this was different.
Emily,
What's the funniest blooper that happened on the game show?
the funniest.
Blooper.
Oh, the funniest blooper. I don't think they were bloopers, but I think what cracks me up more than anything is sometimes a kid will say something, you know, really off the wall or just really funny that catches me off guard. Sometimes gives me the chuckles a little bit. You know, that's what you kids do.
Yeah.
That's what makes the show fun. Yeah.
Me?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite game?
My favorite game, as opposed to just my favorite game that we play on this show. Well, Bop It still is my favorite game.
So why did you decide to join Souls for Souls?
Join Souls for Souls? Oh, because I think every kid should have a pair of shoes. You know? And when I found out that there were kids in the world that had never owned a pair of shoes, I thought it might be cool to get involved with an organization that found a way to make sure that they could have shoes. Because when you think about running and playing on hot concrete or dirt and rocks and not having any shoes, it would really hurt your feet. And it also causes cuts and things that could lead to infections. But when kids have shoes, they can run and play and just really be kids. And I thought that was a really neat organization. And in Haiti, there are a lot of kids that don't have them, so we're able to help as many as we can. It's really nice.
This is kind of weird, but I was gonna ask you, are you rich?
Crazy cat.
Hey, anybody that has their health is rich, right? And anybody that's happy is rich. So far I'm healthy and happy, so I guess I am. What's that?
You're a millionaire.
That's right. When it comes to happiness, I'm a gajillionaire. I danced out of that one, didn't I? That was a good one. I should run for office. Yes, Tegan.
I have a joke.
Okay.
How many tickles does it take to get an octopus to laugh?
I don't know.
Tentacles.
10. That's a good one.
I thought I heard everything.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yes,
What's
Jason.
your favorite animal?
Favorite dogs. I love dogs.
Just
And
adopted.
I love tigers, but I can't have a pet tiger. But my dog can sleep in the bed with me. Emily,
What jobs did you do before you became a game show host?
I was on the radio for a little while. I worked on the radio, and then when I was 16, I was a pizza delivery boy. But then I got on the radio shortly after, so radio and TV is really all I've ever done, except dropped a few pizzas.
What's your favorite sea animal?
Sharks.
I like fish.
No follow-up? All right, just... Yes, Ella.
Do you do a lot of celebrity edition shows?
This year we are. Yeah, this year. That's new to this year, and it's been a lot of fun for us just having the celebrities here, and I think the viewers are really going to enjoy it when the shows start. And in addition, it's a way to help out a lot of charities. We've been able to meet a lot of nice organizations and help a lot of people through the celebrity editions. Those have been fun.
I have 3 jokes. Why is this tomato so red?
Why?
Because she saw the salad dressing. What can happen if it rains cats and dogs?
What?
You might step on a poodle.
Step in a poodle. Good one.
I'm thinking this other one. My brother told me these ones. My older brother, he told me these ones, and my sister's friend was over. She was drinking milk and she had milk.
Well, what's the joke? Oh, okay. All right, we'll go. Those are two good
Sometimes
ones.
older brother jokes we don't want to share.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if this was already asked, but who's your favorite game show host?
My favorite game show host.
Growing up, you say you like The Price is Right.
Yeah,
Who did you
yeah.
prefer?
Probably Bob Barker, Richard Dawson,
Have you ever met Eddie?
G. Raper. Yeah, I was very lucky. I was very lucky because Bob took a lot of time to teach me the ins and outs of hosting game shows, because I think he and I both appreciate it as its own unique form of television. You know, just as acting requires training and focus, I think so does game show hosting. And you know, not all actors make good hosts, not all hosts make good actors. So, you know, when I knew that I really wanted to focus in on just game show hosting, I wanted to do it right.
Well, you seem to be doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
You're very good with the kids.
Oh, thanks.
You know, you're very.
Well, I've got a couple of them of my own, you know,
Oh,
so
well, that's why.
yeah.
Being as you said you are a dad, how
Yep.
do you juggle between being a game show host and all the other celebrity appearances that you do, juggling the fatherhood and your work?
Well, you know, the good thing about balancing hosting family game night and being a dad is, you know, these were the games that I played with my kids when they were a little bit younger anyway, and my kids love it. My daughter especially, who's 9, her and her friends, and when I spend time with her and a group of her little friends, I kind of ask them about things that they like about the show and things that they would change. So it's like my own little built-in focus group, you know.
Absolutely.
And it just, I look, every parent has a job to do, and it's a wonderful way to support my family, and a wonderful way to involve my family in what I do. It's my two greatest passions are being a dad and being a game show host. So the fact that I'm fortunate enough to be able to marry those two together, it's a beautiful thing. I'm a lucky guy.
If you weren't a game host, what would you be?
If I wasn't a game show host, that's a good question. I guess a plan B would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Let's see. I don't know. What would I like to be? I'd like to be maybe a professional hockey player. But I don't even know how to ice skate. So I better make sure I'm a good game show host. Yeah.
Have your kids ever came to watch the set?
I live in Boston. I live in Massachusetts. So I fly in. I moved to Massachusetts 5 years ago. So I fly here to do this show. My kids haven't been to this one, but they've been to all the other game shows I've done. Yeah.
So how long do you stay here for?
Well, as long as the taping. We did, let's see, we're doing 15 episodes this year. So we did 5 or 6 last week, and then I went home for a few days. And my daughter had horseback riding lessons, and my son had soccer, and we hung out a little bit. And then I came back on Wednesday, and then I'll go home on Monday. My dog is here, so my dog and I will fly home on Monday. She's actually the poster dog for Best Friends Animal Society, promoting animal rescue. So she had a big photo shoot this week. So she and I will fly back together, and yeah.
So did you move to Boston to have a different environment for the kids?
Yeah, we did. You know, we moved to Boston for a couple of reasons. Number one, the schools there are unbelievable. Number two, I've always loved the city of Boston, and it allows us to get a little bit of that East Coast culture. You know, I grew up in the Midwest, and I lived out here for 20 years, and I wanted a part of my life to be on the East Coast. And so yeah, we live right on the water, you know, just south of the city. And I'm a big Boston Bruins fan, so it made going to those games a little easier. And it's just it's a great town. You know, I really love it. Beautiful place.
2 more questions.
Oh, 2 more questions. Yes.
Have you watched any other Hub TV shows?
We watch a lot of the Hub movies, especially at home. Yeah, that's what we do. We watch the Hub movies. Yes, love.
Is there a game that you'd like to add to this show?
Game that I'd like to add to the show. Wow. What are some possibilities? Some other has-been.
You know, we talked so long before we had a Jenga. We tried for about 3 years before we had a Jenga. So now that we have that, maybe a word game, maybe a Scrabble or a Boggle.
Ooh,
We
yeah,
used
those
to
would
play
be
those
fun.
both, but we change them up a little
Right.
bit. Something like that.
Those would be fun.
Twister.
Twister, we've done Twister. Yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
Twister.
One more question here, then one more up there.
I was gonna ask you. On the live show, maybe you can change it from just live, change it to a different name, and put like all the big game boards on there, like Candyman,
Candyland.
Candyland. That one kid one where you get to, it's like a playground, and then you can also say life on there.
Good idea. Good idea.
How many years have you worked for game shows like this?
Since 1999, so that's 15 years. 15 years.
And he won't tell you, so I will. Next Sunday night is the Daytime Emmy Awards, and Todd has been nominated for Best Game Show.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show and enjoy. I know they got a couple of fun activities
Yeah,
for
we're
you.
going to go take a little tour, show behind the scenes, all
Oh,
the
good.
backstage secrets for Family Game Night.
Oh, great.
And I know you've got a lot to do to get ready for the next show.
All right. Well, have fun.
Thank you
Thank
again.
you all very much.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.